Hello, let's make a painting. I'm gonna start with putting water over on the glass. Let's do that. And then instead of putting water over the place, I'm just gonna grab you know what, I'm gonna grab the tube, one of the colors. You just pick it up a color and you're just making a line, a curvy line and a straight line and another curvy line, and that should be enough. And then take water and splash it on the paper. Take the big brush and just move right to left. And in the middle. And pretty much let the painting develop itself. Just let it, I'm going to clean my brush on the top of the paper, just not wasting it too much. I always find it fascinating how the watercolor can do whatever she wants. That's the watercolor paint for you. She can do all kind of amazing stuff. Take some blue and green and put it for the sky. And let it blend. You see these white parts on the horizon line, the white parts on the foreground. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go and destroy it. If that's what she wants, that's what it's going to be. Take some of the paint from the middle ground and just make some lines here and there. Then it's very natural colors, very earth colors. And it's like mountains, I guess, on the background, some kind of rocks in the foreground. I'm going to take some black gouache and just fill it up. Kill some of the texture that the water form. And so we can have a nice pattern. If everything is so busy, it's like it's only so much you can see. It's no point. I'm going to make a very thin lines with the black gouache. Emphasize the outlines of the rocks on the far, far horizon. And for the sky, I'm not going to touch it. Look at that. The painting already did the sky for me. I don't have to do anything there. I'm just showing up the rocks, the mountains. Calm down a little bit with black. And for the foreground, I feel like if this is mountains on the background, maybe we should have some rocks on the foreground. And the color's already the right color palette for rocks in the foreground. So I'm just gonna keep it. I'm not gonna destroy anything. I'm keeping it. Maybe a little bit more on the. I feel like the lines need to be a little bit thicker on the mountains, on the horizon line. Because you can see the water try to drag some of the paint from these mountains up. So I'm going to try to save that. Try to move from right to left and calm down. Everything is go to the midground. I'm going to take the palette knife, maybe make some lines. So it can be very clear where the horizon line ends and where is the midground start. Move some of the paint on that rock in the foreground with the palette knife. I'm going to take some black and blue. And keep in mind the paper on the foreground is completely dry. So I'm going to use that to have this kind of flickering effect. And it's like a rain going on, a very light rain going on the rocks, and you have all these small drops, but it's not paddles of water, it's just small drops here and there. So I think that's a nice detail, a nice accent for what we have. I'm going to take a clear brush, remove some of the paint. That's pretty much the reflection on the rocks on the foreground from the sky. some in the midground too. Remove some more so we can have a nice contrast. Maybe beam of lights. I make a lot of beam of lights. I like beam of lights. It's just 1, 2, 3 maybe. 3 is enough. And there you go. Watercolor, abstract, landscape.